so I appreciate it.
He literally wants to stay here forever.
Oh, no shit. Okay. Yeah. Fucking crazy, right?
Did Vinny think it was funny? Did Vinny think it was funny when you gave out his phone number?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, check out how Eric honors this veteran. All right, so let's get into the habitat. Remember, in episode 8, Back to the Habitat, this is documenting the time where we had cameras in High Pitch Eric's apartment 24/7 on YouTube, streaming live. Now, remember this girl, her name is Jamie the Stalker. She was trying so hard to get Eric to come on her stream at the time. I never met her, but we have an update from her. This is a little review from the last time.
Eric from the Howard Stern Show have beef with me. The last couple of days I have been watching a live stream that High Pitch Eric and his manager Vinny have supposedly been running on YouTube, and it has been the most fascinating, hilarious, disgusting thing I think I've probably seen in a really, really long time. I don't have any beef with him, but he did send me a couple death threats. I don't know why he hates me. I don't know why High Pitch Eric hates me, but I have been enjoying his High Pitch live show, and I want him to do a live interview with me. Hey guys, so just to update you a little bit on something that I have been doing for the last few days, and then
I mean, that's the same girl, right?
I was just like, holy shit, that studio must be magical.
Yeah.
He decided to...
But I'm being serious. That is the same one, right? Otherwise, this doesn't make sense in terms of...
Threatened to kill me, to stab me, to do all of these things. And there's another whack packer who is known as Elephant Boy who actually reached out to me and said that he was getting death threats from Eric Bleeman as well. And he actually decided to press charges, and it went to the courts.
So Elephant Boy did press charges, which was dumb. And Eric was able to get a sort of dismissal where if he stayed out of trouble for 6 months, they would drop the case. And that's actually what happened. And then they took it to the specials people court. I think he was still working there at the time. So she's going to the precinct and giving him all this information. And you'll see how long it takes.
There's things on that live stream that have been just so questionable, even from the lawyers' side of things, where it's almost borderline like extortion, where Eric just makes demands for things from his lawyer and he'll buy them for him like tickets, and he just...
Is that how extortion works?
I know. Is it illegal if you're complacent and if you're like okay with it? Are you breaking any laws? You know,
that's the thing that she's conflating, because I'm not okay with him threatening other people. I'm okay with him threatening me and my kids. I never went to the cops. You know, I never did any of that shit. But yeah, like, she's really trying to pull me into this. I never saw this before.
Demands things.
Also, is he the first talent that's demanded things from management? I don't think so. I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah, and in fairness, I was working for a company that was doing the production. It wasn't me technically that was the owner or anything to do with actually having equity.
Gets money, and his lawyer's the one who's owning and operating this thing, and it just doesn't seem very ethical to me.
Now here's a picture of High Pitch.
Can you spot him?
That's a great game, Ken.
Oh my god!
Look at old big boy.
It's like somebody landed a New York Rangers.
Okay, I'm just giving you a little taste of what she was referring to. This is a different game, but this is they're honoring an Asian war veteran. I don't think it's from the Korean War, but an Asian war veteran. And can you spot Big Boy?
Military guest who is joined by his family. United States Army Sergeant Wing Harm from Hicksville, New York, who served the Bronze Star and the Purple Heart.
Look out.
With his Braves hat.
Well, check out how Eric honors this veteran.
Sacrifice and service to our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, please join in King Smith's rendition of God Bless America.
Oh, God.
And God bless America. Eric is he's sitting in the first row. They're honoring a war veteran. Yeah, two big ass beers. You know, the beers probably cost like $30 each.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another time, Eric. Can you spot Big Boy? We were actually, this is Syracuse verse, because I went to Syracuse Law School, and they were playing in Brooklyn. And we got to sit on like the other team's bench, but...
Gentlemen, let's get
See that
ready to
in the top
rumble!
right up there. Look where we are. We're on the bench with the coach.
Y'all ready for this?
So I actually reached out to a lawyer in New York, and the videos are up as we speak. You can actually go to the channel and you can see the demands that he's made. And I figured if somebody is really mentally that dull, or if they're mentally not aware of making death threats, how are they able to be so cunning and manipulative to get these like goods that he gets? And he gets tickets to shows, and the lawyer just kind of sits back and thinks, it's no big deal. And I don't think that that's right. So
Dude,
I actually...
She's really attacking me in this thing. I had never watched this fully.
did go to the police, and
she's attacking you for making all his dreams come true. For every demand and wish he has, you're fulfilling it. He's on the bench of a fucking team. He's sitting there. He's in the Yankees clubhouse. The restaurant up there eating fucking crab legs. And she's bothered by it, and she's going, I don't understand it. Guess what? I don't know what happens when we die. Some shit you're never gonna figure out, lady. People fucking send them shit.
I actually did fill out a police report against Eric, and
Now, can you imagine taking the fucking report from this
wanted
girl?
to read exactly what I wrote.
Exactly.
Official police statement regarding death threats by Eric Bleeman of Bronx, New York. And I took the death threats. He threatened me over Twitter, and then he apologized. But he only apologized, apparently, because somebody told him he has a wish list where people just buy him free shit. And
so in the Habitat, we had the Amazon wish list, which people buy.
Sure.
Now, she's claiming she felt so threatened after Eric said he was gonna stab her, kill her, whatever, that Eric would then apologize, and then she'd go right back to talking to him. Now, if you were really scared of someone, you're not gonna go through that. Once they do that, you probably wouldn't talk to them ever again.
Right. You would do what Stuttering John does, and he goes and calls the local police and gets them involved if you're really scared.
had heard that I was willing to buy him something, and then he just apologized. And anytime when I started taking this seriously, he would backtrack and he'd say, but I apologize to you, Jamie, so therefore the death threats are okay. And no, that's not the case. So this is the police report. Today, August 12, 2017, I, Jamie Lee, public YouTuber, filed a police report at my local police station with Officer, I'm not going to give out his name, in regards to death threats, threats of physical harm, public defamation, and harassment online by an individual named Eric Bleeman, and I gave his address. The individual is sometimes referred to as High Pitch Eric and has been a regular caller into the Howard Stern radio show over the last few years.
Dude, at what point when you're taking this fucking report do you tune her out?
Yeah, like, who does she think she is? Biden? They don't give a fuck.
I also included somebody else in the report who...
Well, at least she does have a witness.
His name is Gonzo. I mentioned him in another video because they've apparently called me a stalker, that I'm Stalker Jamie.
Did you give his last name, Officer?
Yeah. Your Honor, we'd like to call Mr. Gonzo Shitcock to the stand, please. Followed by I'd like to cross-examine Fred the Elephant Boy, if I may.
I think she uses him.
And we actually sent them a letter requesting that they don't mention my name anymore.
Dear Mr. Shitcock, please cease and desist from mentioning my name.
Which was not followed. And they make up all kinds of stories and just false narratives to kind of make me seem like I'm the crazy one. But due to that, many individuals have come forward to share similar stories regarding death threats and lack of legal action when it comes to this individual's behavior, which has allowed...
Now, does the cop have to write all this down, or she gets to write and they just like tell her, yeah, see you later?
It's a good question. Also, you want to sit here and sell to people that you're not crazy. Don't do a show in the passenger seat of your car in the afternoon.
Allowed them to continue and also not be pursued due to unethical reasons of their current lawyer, based in New York, also currently running a live stream show on YouTube along with the individual. Phone numbers obtained by Fred Schreiber, that's Elephant Boy's real name, and he said I have permission
That's our other corroborating witness is Elephant Boy.
To mention his name.
Write this number down. 774.
Individual who also has pressed charges against that individual, which was prosecuted by the DA of Queens, New York. He supplied the individual's most recent phone number as being, not going to give that. I'm just going to say Elephant Boy instead of Mr. Schreiber. Elephant Boy told me to mention the officer I followed the report with and give a statement to that
the sweat that's getting on her now. She must have did this in the summer, I think.
Individual claimed to have a gun at some point, which he doesn't have a license for, on a live internet stream.
She did bust Eric for not having a license for his fake gun on Blue Bloods.
Yeah, you need to get a license for your prop gun now.
Which this individual has been maintaining over the last month or so. People had written me and said that the gun was a prop for the show Blue Bloods, which Eric sometimes is on, and it was just a prop. But we tuned in on the live stream, and he mentioned he had a gun. And I didn't know that it was a prop until later, but even so.
Yeah, well, why figure that out before you go and file a police report? You know, like those little semantics.
Stupid. I'm going to sue you because I'm dumb.
Oh, somebody else may not know that and get scared.
Isn't that nice of her, though? She's protecting someone else. It has nothing to do with her.
Or see that this is on.
Meanwhile, she sees it's a mentally challenged guy. She goes, this is going to be an easy cash grab. Boom. That's what's going on here. Don't tell me.
Yeah, and she mentioned earlier, I cut it out because obviously she's a little verbose, that she tried several times to get Eric on her show. She was live streaming too.
YouTube, and that's a bad thing. We gave a statement that it had a gun, which was on a live stream. We were also advised that Mr. Bleeman has a long history of threatening individuals with harm, violence, death, stabbing, and more, but has been represented by a lawyer who deems him less than capacity of mind to charge him more, which has been proven false. This individual live streams.
Wait. You know what I love is that those threats she read out, that was just one text message he would send to you with all those threats in just one message. And she's starting to sweat like Shaq at the free throw line. She is melting.
Ellie, a YouTube channel run by his lawyer in New York, where he continually threatens individuals, makes demands for money and goods, and is often given to them. Also, something that his lawyer is enabling or not seeing a problem with.
First of all, just because I bring Eric to a fucking game with me, how am I enabling his threats? I always tell him not to do it. But I mean, she does it. Here's Eric rapping with Dana White, president of UFC.
And also, she's pressing charges that you're not her sugar daddy, apparently.
So I appreciate it.
He literally wants to stay here forever.
Oh, no shit. Okay. Yeah. Fucking crazy, right?
Poor Eric. That was only his first time at the weigh-ins. You know, he's just rapping with Dana.
I don't like weigh-ins. No.
He tells him he's on the Howard Stern show.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Is he what? Yeah. He did. Yeah. You too, brother. Thanks, man.
The lawyer has defended the individual multiple times, however, has not done anything in regards.
I mentioned this on my show today, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12 noon, that right before that, I did the stupidest thing in the world. I said something to Chuck Zito about him not getting up to shake Eric's hand. My mind is blank. I don't even know what I said.
What are you the only thing you say to Chuck Zito is, Chuck, pleasure to see you. You smell great, and you walk away. That's it.
Yeah, dude. So what happened was I was sitting behind somebody, like there was a piece of leather in front of me, right? And then Eric goes up to him and says, "Hey, Chuck." So it was Chuck. And then I go, and he wasn't giving Eric like the proper respect, in my opinion. So I didn't know who it was really. I just saw like someone, and then I go, Eric, don't pay him any mind if he's not going to give you any attention, dude. I swear I'll never forget this. I don't know what I said, but I remember a leather duster rising in front of me, and he turns around and he says, "What did you say?" I'm like, "Oh, hey, Chuck." And then the only thing I could think of, which I try and get out of stuff, is, do you remember when you knocked out AJ in his scores? Now, I'd already said this to him like another time. And he goes, "Yeah, I remember, and I'll do it again." And he wasn't fucking around. So then security came over, and they were trying to like get me out of there, but I'm allowed to be there. So it's like this weird thing. And I go, "Listen, it would be an honor to be knocked out by Mr. Zito, but I don't want to fight today." So then we're trying to get the fuck out of there. Eric sees Dana, so then I'm like shaking because I don't know you don't know what Chuck's gonna do. Like,
Sure.
like he was so fucking pissed. I mean, can you imagine someone being mad at me, and like especially Chuck Zito, and he wasn't falling for any of my comebacks or anything.
My first time doing the show, when they came to the Hard Rock in Vegas, I was going to make a bet with them at the blackjack table. It was my first time there. And they have you in this area of like where you're in with the crowd, but also like Yucko's there and Florentine's there, and other people that are potentially would pop on the show are in this little pit area that they have gated off. And Zito is in there with us. And I'm talking to Chuck and, kissing his ass, telling him what a huge fan I am. And from behind him, I can't even see, right? He's blocking everything. From behind him, you just hear a voice go, Zito's a pussy. And as he's talking to me, he just goes, excuse me 1 second. And then he turns around to the crowd and he goes, who said that? And the crowd, everyone just immediately points to this guy, and he walks up to the guy. Now he's separated from a barrier and we're separated from a barrier. But this is a level of tough that I would love to be, is where you explain to people what you're going to do to them before you do it. Because Chuck goes, I'm going to put this in my pocket. He goes, and then with this hand, I'm going to smack you across the face. And the guy's like, I meant no disrespect. He goes, say it again. Say it to my face, not when my back's turned. And the security stepped in, and Joe Rogan almost got into a fight at that show too with Hard Rock security. They wanted to frisk him before he went on with Howard. And Joe was like, you're not fucking touching me. He's like, I'm a guest on this show.
Yeah, actually, Eric was asking Dana where Joe was because Joe does the announcing there. And during that, if you listen closely, that's what he was asking me. I love Eric meets Dana. He's just asking, hey, where's Joe Rogan?
You're just a step in the staircase, Dana. You're not the fucking goal there.
So then we're leaving, and I'm like, Eric, we got to get the fuck out of here. So this is this back entrance. It leads right into all the fighters. And Chito Vera, do you know who that is? He's a mixed martial artist, Chito Vera. Huge fan of Eric. I couldn't even believe this. He comes running over with Little Nog and all those other guys. And now I know them. Eric has no idea who these guys are. But I'm wanting to get the fuck out of there. And they're taking pictures. And like, luckily I didn't see Chuck since then. But there are fights next Friday. And I don't know how Chuck does this because I never know how he gets into the venue. They basically put a chair wherever he wants, like the closest you can be. It's like not a seat that you can buy, and he just goes.
It's a respect fear thing that this guy has everywhere he goes. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, mine's all fear. I'll never
Everybody's
forget.
Is fear. Everybody. We used to do Miserable Men on Sunday nights, and Chuck used to pop in. I forget what show he was doing, but he would pop in the studio at Sirius from time to time. And I remember Bob and I, we went to Tim and we go, listen, we love the guy, but we have a whole format we're trying to do. And he comes in, and then we got to interview him. Could you ask him nicely, just not to pop in? And he goes, yeah, no problem. And then sure enough, that next Miserable Men, we start the show and the door opens and here comes Chuck and we're all like, Chuck, we're like, it's great to see you. And now we're interviewing him for 20 minutes.
Yeah, dude, I know. I got to practice that.
Stopping his client from making daily death threats against people, which include myself. Issued a desk ticket. He was
sweaty she is.
I put this in because I don't know. I don't play video games anymore. I know you do, but whoever programmed the MLB game was fucking funny because I don't think they anticipated having someone like Eric play and just not touch the controller for half an hour. But watch the players. They're so bored. They're just waiting for Eric to play with him. And we used to watch them. We were observing E66. This was part of the fun too because they would do some funny shit. Eric's threatening me, by the way, during this. This is her evidence, but I'm just watching the players.
I dare her. I fucking dare her.
Is it a rain delay? No, the manager's threatening his lawyer. Well, we're going to get the game going here in a minute.
I asked. Hey, Vinny, I'm gonna kill you. Come on,
Dude, they got. When do you ever see that? So obviously, part of the joy for the people that were observing Eric were waiting to see if he was successful in a hunt in terms of getting food, because it wasn't always clear when he was going to get it.
Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna have lunch, and then I have to go out.
We noticed that E66's attitude would be different if he actually had food or was about to eat. He was a lot more cheerful.
Oh, sure. You get hangry, they call it, right? And also, he walked in and his belly hit his bed.
So part of the grooming that we observed was cutting nails, he wasn't able to reach his toenails, but he would keep his fingernails pretty groomed.
Right before lunch, he goes the old fingernail trim, huh? I can't say I've seen that before. I have a 52-second video of him tying his shoes in Pittsburgh. I'm going to send to you later. He's got a roll on his back and tie his shoes. What do you think's going through his mind?
That's why when I go out, I make my phone calls, so no one gets my phone number and my personal info. You suckers!
Going through his
Hey,
mind.
Silver Angel, yes I do. Hi, Kitty NYC. How are you? Suits for Blue Bloods, and I put them on my wish list.
It's wild that everything's so huge in that apartment except for his monitor, except for his laptop.
Yes.
So as we're observing while waiting for the feeding, obviously, because we...
You can see families gathering around behind us a lot. Chinese? I'm guessing Chinese.
I don't remember.
Thank you, Vinny, for the burger.
Oh, bodega burger is the
Those
worst.
are good.
Vinny got me the burger. Thank you, Vinny.
See that lady?
Vincent and Bessie got me the burger.
What is it? He put like some... Oh, it's hot sauce on his fries.
Yeah.
Yes, I heard the segment today. I might be on tomorrow. But
Now, Howard would always say he loved the calorie counter. He would say he loved the fact that we were doing that. So it was an accurate calorie counter that someone was doing. D24 meant day 24, and we were counting not only his calories, but the sleep hours. Everything was accurate. It wasn't a joke.
you'll have to say, thank you, Patty. Thank you, Nikki. No, Gonzo never sent me dick pics. Hi, Gonzo.
How is this not on TV?
I think they were estimating about 5
What's up,
calories a
Texas?
fry.
Yeah, easy. And everything looks.
I really want the iPhone 7
Like,
Plus.
skipping ahead for time, but
Vinny promised me it.
Did Vinny think it was funny? Did Vinny think it was funny when you gave out his phone number?
Oh, absolutely.
there's obviously from the show, and we can watch Eric eat in the background. A little segment here.
Oh,
really?
He's got one strange sense of humor.
But
California roll.
I saw he puts whipped cream in his coffee
I
too.
put whipped cream in my coffee.
I mean, how's he ever going to lose a pound?
whipped cream is the best in coffee.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's delicious. You know what? Ice cream with sundae sauce is delicious too. But
Just the chocolate sauce, right? Your mouth.
I
is
thought
great.
you'd stop drinking soda. And then I saw you drinking like Mountain Dew after Mountain Dew, like five in a row.
5 Sprites.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was, Sprite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's like having a latte with whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
Yeah, somebody told Eric that it's
Whipped cream.
He's on the phone now with Gonzo Shitcock, one of the witnesses that Stalker Jamie used in her police report to claim that Eric was somehow harassing her. I've never met Gonzo personally. He was part of a lawsuit that I had to file against the felon that Eric was dealing with. Gonzo, I don't believe, was doing anything so intentional. He was just kind of wrapped up in that whole bullshit, which they all were.
I've known him for years. He's a good dude. Means well. He's got a good heart. He looked after Eric the actor and Boots and High Pitch. And like you said, I think he just got caught up with the wrong people.
someone told Eric Sprite was good because it's clear. It's better than Coke.
Makes
So he
sense.
shouldn't drink more Sprite lately.
Me so disgusting soup. Me so gross. Me so horny. Like,
I like that he
Like
has
Howard,
2 people coming to clean his apartment. You can't even get 3 people in that apartment now.
I know. I know.
Howard, like, the last 2 weeks, people bought me pizza pies. And I got so angry. I went out, took the pizza, and threw it in the
You're
garbage.
so full of shit. Here's Eric. I'm telling you, I have evidence. Hold it. Listen to this. Here he is giving orders for breakfast.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Did you hear this? Listen to this. Just listen.
Jack LaLanne over here.
I wonder what my girl Kitty will get me for breakfast. I love pancakes. I want sausages with those pancakes tomorrow. Around 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Some diet. You're out there ordering shit.
I mean, those segments, it's so weird because the way life goes, I don't remember any of that, like that being on the air.
I don't
or-
either.
Yeah, it's
I don't
weird
either.
how life is like that when you're sort of performing in, I mean, you're on a huge stage and you really don't see it because there's no people there, but you got to know that millions of people are listening at the time. So it's
Yeah, and I always like when he was like, "Oh, you saw that?" And it's like, I'm the asshole sitting through all this shit. Like, I have to watch it before it comes to you.
yeah, exactly. I don't remember how, would I send you the clips or you guys would just pull them?
No, you would start to, and then once you sent me a few, JD put
Okay,
it
I'm
on his,
full. I can't eat.
Yeah.
oh, once it gets to the veggies, he's done.
When you're full, you can't eat.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Well, at least he has a diet Snapple there. But
Yeah. Nice try, lettuce. See you next time.
yeah, there's
No,
the tomato and lettuce
so
are
when you're
completely
full,
clean.
You don't want to overdo it.
Right, right. You don't want to
No. So everything out in a few minutes.
All right, with that, episode 8, Back to the Habitat, is a wrap.